Wrong button. Not what I wanted. Alrighty, and welcome back to the stream. Hopefully we did not mess anything up. Alright, there we go. Alright, hopefully you guys can hear me just fine, and we are back. Welcome back, Michigan Mechanic. Had a 1 week hiatus from the live stream. My buddy CHEVY is here. He had to run and go do something real quick. He'll be right back. Like I said, I had a 1 week hiatus. I had a vacation out in Jersey, and so we're back this week. We have, last time we were on stream, we had just over 1,500 subscribers, which was 2 weeks ago. We are now sitting at we are now sitting at 1,538 subscribers. So we gained like 38 subscribers in the last couple of weeks. It's amazing. Hopefully I'm not lagging too much. So how are you guys all out there in YouTube land? Saw you got your phone and a Dodge fixed. Been a good week. Yes. Speaking of phone, did get my phone fixed in a new case, nice purple. And the truck, the trans on the truck is fixed. I have that video coming out in a couple weeks. Right now I am working on not that video, but the video I think before it. So should be going back out to the truck tomorrow as long as everything works out, because the Kia is nice. The Kia, which is the green daily driver that I drive, we call him Chaos. He is going into the auto body mechanic for to get his rear end repaired because of me getting backed into, I think it was beginning of October. Got backed into, and oh, I hear a little one. So anyway, so I got backed into, and the car is going into the auto body shop for a couple of weeks to get the back end fixed, and so there is that. By the way, we do have a new goal up on the screen. If you look just below the NOVAtazz logo up in the upper right hand corner, I am looking to raise some funds so that way I could hopefully purchase most of the parts for the new streaming computer and video editing computer for the channel. That I do believe is only connected to PayPal donations, because if you donate through Super Chat, I will not get those donations before Cyber Monday, because YouTube takes their cut out of the Super Chat donations. I think they take like 40%. So if you donate like, I think it's like 30%. If you donate like $10, I receive like $7 of it, and I have to wait till my YouTube ad revenue comes around before I get that, which means I wouldn't get that until like December. So if you'd like to donate towards the new computer, if you click the PayPal link in the description below, that would really help me out. Like I said, I have this computer is going to be like $600-700 depending on what's on sale, and I should have a pretty good chunk of that, but I'm still looking at might need a couple little bit more to push me over the edge to make sure I can buy everything to be able to build the computer all at once. But because right now I'm working on a 2011 Alienware laptop and a 2013 Levino PC, which Chevy has seen both of these, even though I think he's muted.
Yeah,
they're old. I'm surprised that they are still hanging on and doing what they do. Definitely am very grateful for the fact that they still work and they work as well as they do. But definitely need I need an upgrade. Oh, it's okay, Chris. Your donations are already going towards the new computer fund anyway, so definitely appreciate your donations. Though you do seem to be missing from my stream boss because it reset itself, so I'm sorry for that, but I can't help that. I don't even know how much the this computer cost back then. This computer was donated to me from a friend, and so I got it secondhand when he bought his new one. His new one cost well over $3,000, I do believe, for his new Alienware, and it's a custom build. So is this. This is a custom build. This was their top of the line laptop with added extras. So I have no idea how much this one cost. But I'm pretty sure it was a good bit of chunk of change. But let's see, what was I gonna say? Oh, the link should be. I'd have to go and find it. Let's see if I can find it real quick. If not, I'll just copy and paste it. Okay, if you scroll down in the description, there is the little description of the video, and right at the end of it says support the stream, and it has a streamlabs.com link. That's where you can go donate to. And that will contribute to the stream boss and to this new computer fund tab up here in the top corner.
Yeah, Matt, I can go for a beer right now too.
I'd give you one, Chevy, but yeah, you're a little far away now. Oh.
Earlier.
Huh? No, you weren't earlier. You were right around the freaking corner, but I wasn't home. I was at work. So yeah, if you're not sure if you've seen that link down there, it would be right at the bottom of the description of this video, and it says support the stream with a streamlabs.com link. That is it. And then there is a Rustbelt mechanic link below that, and that is to donate towards a scholarship fund for new mechanics to go towards whatever tools they want. Because if you've ever been to a trade school like UTI or whatever, the funds that they have for tools are for their sponsored tool companies like Mac or Snap-on, and if anybody knows, money does not go far with those companies. Let's see here. Yeah, I know that yours was $1,300. My last computer that I built was around $1,300. The one that I have pieced together right now is not a super like mega build, but we're looking at around $700. I think. I haven't checked it super recently. Let me see. Bookmarks. All right. Where is that? I don't even know where it went. Oh, there it is. Right.
Wants to know if you mind if he plays his show coming up.
Which who? You said One Low Blazer?
Yeah.
No, I don't mind. Go ahead. Yeah, we're looking at right now $760. without a monitor. So just the tower itself, I'm looking at $760 with the current prices of everything. So that's just with the current prices, with nothing really being on sale right now except for the Radon 5 2600. That's $15 off with a promo code. Yeah, I was looking at the curved one that I was looking at is like 200 for like a 27-inch. I only have so much space to work with right here. So like a 27-inch curved screen would fit in here, or I think it's a 32-inch curved screen, which is like 27 inches wide. Because I only have so much room to work in this desk. It's either that or I will get like a 27-inch flat screen, which will also fit. Let's see. Yeah, that's the other thing that I need to do is I need to look into getting like Photoshop and other better programs, because right now I'm using GIMP and Inkscape, and I have run into limitations with both. I'm also
beautiful, huh? Honey,
well, there we go. There is $10 towards it, and it should have. I think it did. Did it show up on the screen up there in the top corner?
Not yet.
I think it did. I see a little. Oh, maybe
It just start coming that donations were sent. Okay, now it shows the bar filling up.
Oh, I didn't see the bar filling up. Oh. Oh. But thank you there, Michigan Mechanic. That is definitely going to help. Yes, and One Low Blazer, he has a car show out in Quakertown. If you're here in PA, I know not all of you guys in here are in PA, but if you're in Quakertown, there is a car show to fund, I do believe, yes, a cancer. One of his friends has cancer, and they're holding a car show to help raise funds for his treatment. And if you head on out there, I think it is on this Saturday. So if you would like to help support his cause and are in PA, we'll be near Quakertown next Saturday. Please stop on by. If you will post a link, like a Facebook link to your event, that might help there, Chris. Yeah,
I was just gonna when it was.
Matt said he hates the subscription mode. I would prefer to be able to find Adobe through some sort of program to where you just have to download it once. I don't like the subscription mode for the for Filmora that I use, because even though it says it's only so much a month, they hit it all in one lump sum, so it's still yearly. I'm just glad that it hits my PayPal credit. That way I can still pay it off in increments when I need to. But yeah, YouTubing is not free, at least not when you get into the point to where you start getting better products. I pay for Filmora. I pay for Streamlabs, like all of the overlays that you see in this live right now. I have to pay for those. The music that I end up having, I have to pay for those as well. Not to mention my camera equipment, things like that. All of that stuff ends up adding up, and it's not free by the end of the month. And especially when you have to buy new equipment like a brand new computer. But anyway, we're not here for computer stuff. We are here for car content and car things like that. I am missing a couple of my regulars. I'm not quite sure where they are. I'm not sure if Matt, if you wanted to join the live tonight and come up here and hang out with us while you're here. I can send you the link if I didn't already. Because I'm sure you're out in your garage. Oh, yes, the new Bronco. I can't wait till, if you don't know who Send It Steve is, he should be getting the new Bronco. And, did I send it to you?
I can't wait.
Yeah, I want to see it. I can't afford it. There we go, Matt. Just in case you didn't have it. Oh, he doesn't have a camera or a mic. Okay. Well, I sent you the link anyway. You can use your cell phone actually. Matt, if you want, the StreamYard thing is awesome. You don't need a whole computer setup.
That's what I'm using right now.
Yep. Chevy is right now just literally on his smartphone, and it's actually coming out pretty nice. Oh, okay. He's in his main editing room. All right. In and out of the garage. I'm out in the garage, cold. Yeah, it definitely. Well, it's cold here, and you're in Michigan. I think it's cold. It's probably colder there than it is here. I'm lucky that.
Yeah, don't they have snow over there?
No idea. Chevy, you'd be happy to know that there's actually insulation on the garage now.
Oh, really?
And there's actually a door where there was a giant hole with a freaking with a tarp over it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I had a garage today.
Well, if you looked at any of my videos recently, I think he was starting to put up the rock wall around the garage.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's only been like, what, 3 years in the making for him?
That I know of.
But anybody who's followed my Instagram would have seen that finally, after 2.5 years, the truck moves under its own power, and I think it actually feels better than it did before it went down. I feel like it has it's a lot firmer of a shift, and it has no problem breaking those rear tires loose now. Chevy, do you remember driving that truck before?
You're talking about the
Dodge.
before it originally broke?
Yeah, before it broke.
Yeah.
There's a lot more torque going to those rear wheels than there was before.
Is it chirping now?
Yeah. I spun him in the driveway trying to get it, trying to back it up the hill.
Oh, wow.
StreamYards is crazy. I clicked the link in the Master Apprentice link when I was first started watching YouTube. Boom, I'm on YouTube. Scared the crap out of me. Well, the thing is you can click the link. I still have to add you to the stream. If you want, I could put the link in if anybody wants to come join us up here. Hold on.
Is it still doing that thing with the shift, or is that taken care of now?
The shifting is not. There's no issue with the shifting.
Because I remember before it had that problem before we did the valve body, it was having that shifting problem.
Nope, no problems whatsoever.
Oh, that's good.
No, that's not what I wanted. Delete that. Cut. No, I'm gonna delete this.
I used to live in upstate New York, and I remember getting snow. What part of upstate New York, Matt?
You're on your cell phone. You can't do this. Never mind.
I'm guessing you need something screen shared.
No, I want to send this link into the chat, but it's not coming up nice and neat. It's not giving me the small link, it's giving me the long fucking link. It's not really what I wanted.
I can hop on YouTube on my phone and see if it'll do it.
Well, you need to copy the
have to
link
look
from
back
the.
in.
You need to copy the link that I sent you and send it to the. But it may not let you do it.
Alright, hold on, let me see.
Oh, I can't do that. No, close that. Okay, hold on. I think I got it. There you go. That's the shorter one. Back to work. Caught you guys. All right. Have a good night there, Chris. If anybody wants to hop in and come join us on here, feel free to do so. Wants me to log in again.
Just saying, your background for the stream makes me jealous.
Oh,
I wish I had a garage like that.
Yeah, you see, I try to make it so that way you can still see the cars in the garage. I mean, it's really cool.
Mm.
Like, let's see if I can hide some of this. There you go. You should be able to see it now.
Hang on, it's loading. Oh wow, yeah, I wish I had a garage like that.
I know, right? All right, let me put these back up here. Boop. Boop. There you go, and we're back. Outside of the Bronco, I don't know what else new is coming out. I know that they're getting rid of a lot of things. Ford just bought out. Was it Ford that bought them out? But we were talking about it somewhere that there's a merger between two car companies, and one of them was Peugeot. Who just bought out Peugeot?
I think it was Ford.
Yeah, I thought so too. And you know damn well they're just going to rob them of all their technology and then throw them aside. Because Ford's done that how many times with Aston Martin and Volvo?
Yeah.
That's what they're good at. All right, let's see. Let's grab some car news here. See, car news. Ford to unite auto workers reach tentative contract. So that's another UAW contract deal going on with Ford. Police recovered 1981 Chevy Corvette stolen nearly 40 years ago. 2021 Ford Bronco Sport. I heard something about Honda might be coming to NASCAR too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Porsche designed a super yacht, 135-foot long spaceship on water.
Interesting.
Fiat Chrysler and PSA. It's Chrysler that bought out Peugeot and Citroen.
Which is owned by Fiat now.
Yeah. So Fiat owns Chrysler. Oh, say bye-bye Charger.
They're actually the Fiat is actually the ones that designed the Demon.
Oh, are they? All right, well, then I take that back. I'm sorry. Hennessy Maximus, 1,000 horsepower Jeep Gladiator. World Series MVP awarded mid-engine 2020 Chevy Corvette C8. Oh, the baseball player got awarded a C8. What's up?
Oh no, the stream was loading for a second.
Yeah, I had drop frames. This is the reason why I need the new computer, because my computers literally are barely able to run this live stream. And that's not asking very much. I mean, this live stream isn't necessarily super complicated. Yeah, my frame rate, my CPU power is at 50% right now.
Ooh.
41.
They also built a competitor to the Tesla. Huh.
Nissan Z spied testing at the Nürburgring. Damn, a slightly used Toyota Supra going for $167,000.
Wow.
Because it's a launch edition with 182 miles on it.
Well, they just had a like the mid-90s Acura Integra Type R sell for $125,000 at Barrett Jackson.
2020 Mazda CRX-9. Not CRX, CX-9. Updated with new features and more torque.
Hello. I can't read the name where I'm sitting.
Oh, Pilot.
Oh, it says Pilot.
It's Pilot. It's our poor Corvette casualty guy. He's most known for his Corvette locking up. and the blinking alarm clock. I can't believe that. We only have one like on this video. Come on, guys. Come on and hit that like button for me. So I had a few topics that I wanted to talk about tonight, only because they've irritated the crap out of me over the last 2 weeks, especially driving in New Jersey. But we'll go with first, what's in your cup? So what are you guys drinking tonight? Let's find out what everybody's satisfying their taste buds with tonight. We'll start with you, Chevy. What do you got?
Pepsi.
Pepsi. Oh, that's a good old American classic. Where is Chris at, man?
Where's E?
E will not be on until 10. But see, I already knew that. Yeah, Chris has not even checked his
Is that one of those new speakers that I see everybody talking about behind you?
What? No, I have no paid sponsor. Now, Cove wanted to sponsor my channel, and maybe I would talk about one of these Cove speakers. But I actually bought this over a year ago. I've had one, and then I got stolen, so I bought a second one. So this is actually my second one. I wish I had both of them, but
the wireless headphones.
I was really thinking about those too. The wireless headphones. Was something that I really am looking into. But then again, there's a bunch of other cheaper options that are out that you see. The Ronco ones. I think they're Roncos.
Yeah.
I think that's what the other ones. I was thinking about looking at those as well. But right now, I have other things that are at the top of my priority list.
Yeah, same. But no, I thought about working on the car. My wires keep getting tangled up and everything.
Gorilla Glue number 4. I don't know if you should be drinking that. And by the way, it does not have to be an alcoholic beverage. I happen to be drinking an alcoholic beverage, but your beverage of choice does not necessarily have to be alcoholic. And I definitely support you being alcohol free. Definitely, I'm always a supporter of somebody that is in recovery as far as not drinking.
I have a bottle of tequila downstairs. I just don't feel like going to get it.
That's okay. You don't need it. Pilot is drinking an ice house, and Matt left right before what's in your cup. Because he always has interesting choices.
What is Ice House? I never heard of it.
Actually, I've never heard of it either. But I don't believe Pilot lives near us either. So it might be something local. Did you catch that, Chevy? Michigan's comment.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, I was looking at the Bose Bluetooth, but honestly, I've had both the Bose and this Cove speaker side by side, and this thing blows the Bose out of the water. It is a lot louder, a lot crisper, and definitely has a deeper bass to it. And this holds an 8-hour charge while playing. This has an 8-hour playtime. And if you can't tell, there is the subwoofer is in the bottom of it, and I can actually even take. Like I said, I am not sponsored by Cove, so I shouldn't even be doing this.
I wish my phone had a charge that lasts that long when it's playing music.
Yeah, this thing actually has an 8-hour charge time. I've had it playing for 8 hours. So if I take the covers off of it, you see, took the covers off.
Oh, okay.
It has 2 speakers on the one side, so it has a mid-range and a tweeter, and then on the other side, it's got a second tweeter, and then it's got the sub on the bottom, and it has an auxiliary jack plus the Bluetooth, and the charger is underneath of this. It's being a pain in the ass for me to get out. And it has a quiet mode and a bass mode.
I've been using her like hours speakers and Bluetooth.
This is what I used in the shop.
And I was using that for like 2 days before it died.
It says the Bose is 10 hours.
And you also said the Ice House is a Miller product.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, this one, if you can find somebody with a discount code, you can pick these up for about $70. If not, their average retail price is about $200. Needless to say, I picked it up at the sale price because I'm not made of money. But I definitely wanted. I've had a few of the ones that they sell at the Walmart, and they suck. The ones that are like $30.
Yeah. Maybe when my daughter gets old enough, maybe she get me one for Christmas.
What? One of these Bose? I mean, one of these Cove?
His was from his son for Christmas.
Yeah. Well, his son is a lot older than your daughter.
That's what I said. Maybe when my daughter gets older, she can get me for Christmas.
I don't think by then we would need. I think we'll probably have some other freaking weird shit.
Yeah.
I thought that was something from for here. It wasn't. Oh, all right. So, one of my topics I had for today was left lane etiquette. There is a YouTuber by the name of what is his name? Chris. What is his name? He actually did 2 videos on this topic.
It's not Chris Fix.
No, not Chris Fix. No, this is a guy who has he has this. What the hell does he have? He's like he's a younger guy, but he has a whole big collection of cars. Let me see if I can find it. So I don't think I've watch too much YouTube.
All right, later, Matt.
Oh, Matt stepping out.
Yeah, he says step out for a few.
All right, hey, and Streamlabs is working. Yay! Well, my cloud bot. How far are we into the stream? We're 36 minutes in. It's not too bad. Left lane etiquette. I want to give credit to this guy because he had a really good. He has a blue Viper, like a late '90s blue Viper. If anybody figures it out in the chat before me, what'd you say?
I said so. It's my favorite generation of Viper.
Yes. Damn, I didn't believe it was that far back. Anybody guessing it in the chat, or am I?
Nothing yet.
A lot of Send It Steve, a lot of Cletus. Oh, by the way, I have a surprise sitting behind me. Something came in the mail for me. Casey Putush. Putsch. His original video was called Left Lane Losers. So if you want to go check him out, it's Casey, Kasey, space Putsch. But he had this whole segment on what he considered left lane losers, which there's a really big issue with that MPA. It's basically camping out in the left lane even though you're not passing anyone, and you are holding up a line of traffic behind you. The left lane, at least as far as I was told, and I was pretty good at reading the manual for driver's ed. Left lane is for passing. A lot of people confuse that for the fast lane, which yes, I call it a fast lane because you generally go faster in that lane than you do in the right hand lane. But from what I remember, you should always be going faster than the lane that is right of you. So if you have 2 or 3 lanes, the lane all the way to the left should be moving at a faster pace than the lane in the middle, and henceforth also than the lane on the right. And obviously, if there is somebody faster than behind you, you should be finding a way back over to a more right-hand lane. That is to keep the flow of traffic going, to make sure that there's not a bottleneck up. And whenever you have a bottleneck and you have a bunch of cars stacked up on top of each other, you have a higher risk for an accident. The most likely time for an accident to happen is when cars are following next to each other. So whenever you have cars that are next to each other, you have a more likely chance of having an accident than any car that's going faster. Not to mention, whenever you have a bottleneck up of people, you tend to have elevated anger issues. People get frustrated, people get annoyed, and then they start doing stupid things like weaving in and out of traffic, or tailgating, or any other form of aggressive driving. And this is an issue that I had a lot in Jersey. We had even people passing in on the other side of the cones in a construction lane in Jersey. That was just insane. Jersey drivers, you suck. I'll put it that way.
Philly drivers aren't much better.
Yeah, Michigan says there's a great video of a cop flipping on his lights to a slow driver. I think it was a Jeep that he was following, like a Cherokee, and yeah, followed him all the way over to the right hand lane and shut his lights off and kept going. It was absolutely hilarious.
That sounds like something I would do.
But yeah, it is actually against the law to just cruise in the left hand lane. It's actually against the law. So unless you were passing if you were holding up traffic behind you and you're in the left-hand lane, technically what you're doing is illegal.
Yeah, but the only thing is in Pennsylvania, they don't really enforce it.
They don't enforce it, but it is technically a law. So if a cop pulls up behind you and he gets annoyed with you, he can pull you over for it.
Yeah.
Or if he finds that you're holding up traffic and causing a general disturbance.
Yeah, but like I said, earlier today, when we were heading up to the junkyard, me and my sister, we were coming out past Hamburg, and there was a pickup truck with a camper on the back in the left lane.
Hold on. See you later, Matt. Have a great night.
Later, Matt. Anyways, and there was a Hyundai Sonata that was in front of us. Well, it was behind him, and this Hyundai Sonata flew up, cut across like in front of 3 cars, just to go back in front of the camper.
That's retarded.
Just missing the back of the camper, but like maybe 2 foot.
Yeah, and that's the stupid shit that it freaking causes.
And then the guy with the camper just stayed in the left lane the whole way up through.
Yeah. The other thing I like about freaking people is if you're cruising up the freaking left-hand lane and you're catching up to a group of cars in the right-hand lane, and you're just about to pass them, when that last car in line decides that he has to get in front of you before you pass him, it's like you can't just fall in line behind me and cruise. You have to pop out in front of me, which disrupts my flow of traffic and makes me have to slam on the brakes or whatever, because you're obviously not going to be going as fast as I am if I'm already catching you.
Yeah.
It's like, have a little bit of whatever. Pop in behind me, because unless you're willing to go faster than I'm already freaking going, you're going to be holding me up. You're going to have to make me change my rate of speed, which is disrupting the flow of traffic.
Yeah. We also had a guy that because you know how coming up through Hamburg is like it's 2 lanes and then it's a turning lane.
Yeah.
He was in the right lane, and he jolted in front of a car from the far right lane all the way over into the turning lane, cutting somebody off.
This just people are fucking retarded. I mean, I swear.
I was like, people cannot drive.
No, they need to go back to school and learn how to drive. That's and there's another point that I'm going to have coming up here in a couple minutes for another thing, and I know there's this next one will definitely have people on both sides of the fence on this argument. But with this left lane etiquette, I've had people that was reading the comments from this guy's thing, and they were like people saying, well, like they feel that they have a right to sit in the left-hand lane because they're going 5 miles an hour over the speed limit. Well, it doesn't matter how fast you are. If there is somebody behind you that is going faster, the proper etiquette is to move over and let them go. Sitting in the left-hand lane does nothing for anybody if you start causing a pileup of cars behind you. Like I said, it's just dangerous. It's stupid. It doesn't matter if they're going the speed limit, if they're going 5 over, if they're going 30 over. You don't have a right to sit in that left-hand lane. And there's some of the people that think, oh, wait, I need to pull over in the left-hand lane because I need to stop these speeders from flying by me. No, because you're just causing an accident. You're not doing anything by stopping somebody from passing in the left-hand lane.
Yeah, you're just causing an issue at that point.
Yep. So I mean, there are so many things that just people need to like. All right, if you're coming up to a 4-way stop, who has the right of way?
The 4-way stop.
4-way stop. 4-way stop sign. You have 4 drivers pull up to the lane.
Isn't the left lane?
It's always the person to your right. And it goes from the person. It goes from the person that arrived at the stop sign first, and then obviously it goes in a circle to the right. Obviously, if you have 2 people making a right-hand turn at the same time, both of them can go at once. You know, if you have the person across from you is going, if you're going straight and the person across from you going straight, you guys can both go at once. But the proper etiquette is allow the person to the right of you to go first. If you did not arrive to the stop sign first. Yes, it's first to stop and then to the right. Anybody making a left-hand turn does not have the right of way first. Because that's anybody making a left-hand turn is supposed to yield. Because you have to cross traffic. Right of way doesn't apply in Michigan.
It doesn't apply here very much either.
No, it doesn't. The next one that I had was merge points. Who is in the right? The person straddling the dashed white line at a merge point, or the person trying to pass the line of cars? Who actually has the right of way? Should somebody allow to stop somebody from going all the way up to the front of the line if there's a single file line? You know, or should everybody stay double file all the way up to the merge point? You know, what is the correct way to do it there?
I would say the one following the line.
The one that follow the one straddling the dashed white line is in the right.
Well, if they're following, like saying if you're in the left lane and then the dash line's on the right, so the left lane would actually have the right of way if the right lane's merging into the left.
Actually, if you really want to know the legal law, you are supposed to stay double filed all the way up to the merge point, to where the dashed white line disappears.
Oh, really?
That is the correct way to approach a merge point. Because if you go single file before that merge point, all you're doing is causing a traffic jam. Because if you think about it, if you have 10 cars and they're all in a single file line, how long is that line?
Yeah.
Versus 10 cars that are double filed all the way up to the merge point.
Well, that's what I was saying. The left lane has...
Well, no. When you come
lane
up to a merge point, there is no left lane, right lane has the go-ahead. Yes, the one lane is supposed to yield, but you're supposed to let every other car in front of you.
Well, yeah.
When you approach a merge point, you're supposed to stay double filed, and you're supposed to go right lane, left lane, right lane, left lane. You know, and that's how you're supposed, and that will keep the flow of traffic going. Also, keep that line of traffic shorter, so it doesn't possibly affect other intersections like side roads or actual intersections. If you've ever noticed, when you have some of these merge points that are really bad, and that they're like coming into Tamaqua, where I live, they have a really bad habit of merging into single file like 2.5 miles before approaching town. Single file line for 2.5 miles. Why? There's no need for it.
Yeah, that I understand.
And the thing is they're so aggressive, they will literally weave back and forth between the two lanes so that way you can't go double file. Because God forbid you jump a spot in front of them.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, is that here, like, people race up the right lane.
Well, I mean, the thing is, it's not a matter of racing up. They technically have the right of way. That person racing up the right lane is literally using the merge point the way they're supposed to. Just everybody else is a dumbass and staying in a fucking single file line.
Yeah.
You know,
no, I'm saying, but like the people in the right lane, they'll race up to their merge point, but then
nobody will let them in.
Left lane, nobody will let them over.
Yeah, which is wrong. Technically, those people that are not allowing him in, that's technically against the law. It's obstructing the flow of traffic. And also, those people straddling the white line, the dashed white line, is also against the law. So, you know, these people that think they're protecting, you know, the merge point or protecting their lane are actually literally breaking the law. They're aggressive driving. obstructing the flow of traffic, and potentially it's just stupid in general. I mean, I have been in places where like there's some states that literally have signs up telling you to stay double file up to merge points and different other things to encourage it. It's called the zipper merge, and it is the proper way to merge. And I know that there will be a lot of people that say that it's not. And yeah, if you read your handbook, that's what it tells you to do. You know, because it cuts down on traffic if people do it appropriately. But people are
Yeah.
self-centered and feel that somebody is gaining something on them if they get passed on the other lane when they decide to follow the leader in one lane. Kind of curious as what the chat has to say about all that. I mean, I don't see anybody, unless my chat's not updating. I don't see anybody commenting on that.
I don't see anything either.
All right, so it's probably not just me. But yeah, I mean, there are so many. I think like half America needs to go back to school and learn how to drive. I had somebody today. I was coming up the hill, just after New Ringgold, and you know, I'm accelerating in the passing lane because I was passing people, and this white SUV, like literally again, just as I was coming up to pass him, wants to pop over. So of course that makes me hit the brakes. I'm on a hill. I had momentum. Now I don't. You know, that's unsafe. You should not be sitting here making someone freaking have to hit the brakes on a hill. You know, if you can't get in front of somebody without somebody having to slam on the brakes, well, then you didn't have room to merge.
Yeah.
And then of course, of course, then he notices me there and goes back into his lane. Well, he's already broken my momentum, so I hit the gas again to go forward. I get up to his back bumper again, and he does it again. Oh, I was so pissed. It's
wow.
You know, if what the fuck are you doing? You know, you don't have a right to pull out of line in front of someone else, especially when they're making a pass on you. You know, you wait till they get by you and then you move over. The zipper actually, pilot, the zipper actually works very well. The problem is people don't work. And the zipper doesn't work if people don't work. And that's what the problem is there's too many people that are so self-centered and self-absorbed and think that everybody owes them something that they can't sit there and use proper etiquette. It's the same as the left lane hogs. It is those same people that'll sit in that left-hand lane, even though they're not passing somebody or they're not going as fast as the person behind them, but just feel that they have a right to sit in that left-hand lane, are the same people that'll sit and straddle that double dashed line and keep people from going double file up to the merge point. They're the same people. And again, it's just selfishness. It's just the way that everybody feels that somebody else is trying to outdo them. You know, and what?
Pilot says paintball guns should be illegal to use on dumbasses.
Yes, except for the dumbasses would be using them on the people that they shouldn't be using them on. So that's a double-edged sword. Just it's the same dumbasses that will sit there and hog the lane or straddle that white line are the same dumbasses that will load your fucking SUV full of fucking paintballs when you're actually following the rules of the road.
My dad tried it with Super Soakers when I was younger. It didn't work out.
Can I ask what happened?
We got a lot of fingers and a lot of curse words.
We have Justin ATV has just joined the chat. Welcome aboard. Do believe I saw you over on Rustbelt Mechanics live stream earlier. Welcome aboard. Welcome to the stream. We're just laid back live stream here. No real topic. Right now we're discussing proper road etiquette and the lack of here in the United States. I made a recent trip to Jersey last week, and oh my god, I wanted to freaking. I just like just that what the hell were you thinking moment came up way too much. Um,
The only place I've ever been where I actually liked the drivers was down by Plant City, Florida, where my grandmother and them lived.
yeah.
Like they made Pennsylvania showed how bad Pennsylvania drivers were.
Oh, Pennsylvania drivers are no. They're not any better. I mean, they're better than Jersey drivers, but
Like
they're
they
not
were
really good
so
either.
polite down there with like even with like the merge and everything. Like at least where they were and stuff. Like
Right.
they followed the laws and everything. They were respectful. Up here, people drive like assholes.
Yeah, they always got to outdo somebody. If somebody passes you, oh my God, they did something to you. No, they just passed you.
Or you
They
get
were
those
going at a
people where
faster rate of speed than you were. That was it.
they'll speed up, pass you, get in front of you, and slow back down.
Yeah, it's like, what the fuck? Why?
Yeah.
What are you accomplishing? Just had to be first, huh? Or just had to slow me down because you felt for some reason that I was, I don't know what you need to make sure that I obey the speed limit or something. That's your job, not the police's job, because
I had a guy.
your way of doing it is
I had a
safer
guy
than what
do
the
that to
cops
me
do.
when I was coming back from Williamsport.
Not enough
He did the
2x4s.
same thing.
Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I was saying when I came back from Williamsport one time, I had a guy that did the same thing to me. I went in the left lane, past him, everything, whatever, and I was going up a little bit, got back in the right lane. He comes flying up, gets in front of me, and slows back down.
Yeah. Oh, it's just so many stupid idiots. Or the ones that'll come up the like you're let's say you have a left lane hog in front of you and you're following him because you do want him to eventually pull over so you can go by him. And then you have the idiot that'll go into the right hand lane, the slow lane, fly up the right hand lane and try to squeeze through a small opening between a big rig and the guy that's in front of you. And you're just like, oh, you're just waiting for him to take everyone out behind him.
Or you get those people where you have the straggler in the left lane, and you get up behind that person, and you got somebody coming flying up the right lane, and then gets next to you and slows down.
All right.
So then you got to slow down, slowing down traffic behind you, so you can get over in the right lane.
It's almost 10 o'clock, isn't it?
Yeah, it is 10, I believe.
Oh, we gotta wait for Big E to get home first. Normally like 10 after 10. Honk honk out of my way. Just don't be a dick. I used to drive a semi truck across the U.S. Believe me or not, but I had better luck driving in L.A. on I-5 than probably anywhere. I'd put on my turn signal, and they would about cause a wreck to move. Well, probably because they know that trucks in fucking L.A. aren't gonna take any names. They're just gonna freaking wipe you out.
Yeah.
Justin, we have a co-host on this channel that drives a truck cross country. I don't know where he is tonight. Normally he's on here. Like I said, I have no idea where he's at tonight. But we have a truck driver that's normally on this channel every Sunday night, and he has all kinds of freaking stories.
Because you get here in the stream in his truck.
Yeah, normally you'll see him bouncing around like a freaking hula girl on the front of the dashboard. Except for he doesn't look anywhere near as good as the hula girl. The thing I wanted to show you, Chevy, you're gonna like this.
We dropped down to 3 viewers.
Oh well, it happens. I don't know if that's completely accurate though. Hopefully it's not because I'm dropping frames or something. I don't know. Am I buffering?
No.
No, I'm not buffering. Okay. Well, then we just might be down to 3 viewers. I don't know. Maybe I just pissed everybody off with a merging comment. Oh, but anyway, so I got my Cletus shirt in. Chevy.
Oh yeah.
There's the front. Got a little toast with the Cletus logo in it.
Okay.
And then this is the back.
Oh.
They are no longer selling this shirt. I don't think. You
Really?
might have to go double check.
Well, yeah, because they had the hood back on it now.
Well, no, they were stopping selling this shirt to release the shirt with the wrap, which I have not seen the wrap for this car yet.
Yeah, I haven't watched their
I have.
watched around a little bit. They're working on the car.
Yeah, they're working on Leroy. They got Leroy a slipper clutch and are running faster than they were running last year with the slipper clutch.
Yeah, I've been wanting to watch it, but like I said, I've been working the car for past 2 weeks, so.
Yeah. I'm more wanting to go work on my drag car, but yeah, it's going to be a bit. Well, it's not going to be a bit before I work on it. It's going to be a bit before it's finished. Did you hear the latest? You know what the plans were for the Nova?
No.
So you know I'm building the Nova. It's a '77 Nova, and I am going with the late '70s, early '80s retro drag look. So nose down, ass up, big tires in the back. Obviously, little pencil tires in the front. Nose all freaking dragging in the weeds, and the ass end all up in the air. Did you hear what power plant that I want to put?
Should be.
Yeah, no, right?
How much car should be?
Well, I'm looking to fit a 30 by 14 or 15 inch wide tire in the back of that car.
Oof.
That's a big meaty tire.
That's a tub and a half.
Right. Right now it's running on a 30 by 10 and a half inch tire. So I'm looking to get 5 inches wider. So I'm going to literally 1.5 size tire, 1.5 times the width of the tire that I'm running now.
Yeah, it's gonna have to get tubbed.
Oh yeah, I have the tubs already. You knew I have the tubs.
Yeah.
So it's gonna get tubbed. I want to go with a. If I can't get enough, if I don't have enough financial support before I get to that point, it's going to stay leaf spring. If I do get a financial support ends up being there, I want to go with a coilover setup.
Mm-hmm.
So basically rear struts. And then the front would be a modern tubular control arm, tubular front subframe setup, and the power plant. The end goal power plant that I want in that is an LSA. Do you know what LSA is?
Okay.
It's the powertrain out of the modern Camaros.
Yeah.
So factory supercharged 700 horsepower is what I want to put in that.
That thing's gonna shoot.
That's what I'm hoping for, and that's the build that I'm going to promote, because I think that's the build that's going to bring in the most viewers as far as interest in the project. Backup plan, if I can't get a hold of one of those, is a 6.0 liter, 6.0 liter, and I'll just throw a blower on that. I don't want to go turbocharged. I know like everybody does it, but I don't want to go turbocharged with that car. It's not the look or the sound that I want to get out of it.
You can't beat the sound of a supercharger whine.
And I like supercharged more than turbos.
Well, you do, but I just love that sound of the whine of the supercharger.
And if I can roll cage the car and basically attach the subframe to the rest of the car, I will make my own front fenders, either out of fiberglass or carbon fiber, and just lighten the whole front nose. Basically get rid of all the sheet metal from the firewall forward. And it's going wide body in the rear, because I don't think I'm going to fit 15-inch wide tires in the back with the stock rear frame rails.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I will notch the rear frame rails to make a flat tub, but I don't want to have to move the frame rails in.
Yeah.
So, and you already know I'm going with that two-tone, like gunmetal gray and black.
Yeah.
Still going with
Like
that
you did
same
on
paint.
the Camaro on Forza 4.
Right, still going with that same color scheme with the mustard yellow pinstripe in between the two colors.
Yeah.
So, it's getting closer and closer to that car coming in the shop. I mean, the truck is now running. I got a few things to button up that to the point to where it's street legal. And then anything that I do to that is basically just quick, you know, whatevers. We just lost, I'm not sure if that stopped on your end. Definitely dropped frame rate there. I just had a massive freaking frame rape. Oh, at least on my end. They did it again. I don't know why. Because there's nothing running on my computer.
Yeah, it just dropped my end too.
No, I cannot wait to get a new computer. Is it still doing it?
It stopped.
Alright. I'm sorry, guys, for the computer lag issues. Like I said, I said earlier in the stream, I am running on a computer that's close to 8 years old. We do have plans on building a new computer. If you look up in the top right-hand corner, there is a little graph there for, like I said, I don't know if it actually says anything. It still says 0, I think.
It still says 0, but it has a little orange in the bar.
Right, which it didn't before. I don't know. It's retarded. But anyway, we are looking at raising funds to help me build a new computer. I'm not made of money. Chevy can attest to that.
Yeah, me both.
But yeah, so that is the plans. I am looking to make a freaking 700-800 horsepower turnkey retro. It would be a resto mod, wouldn't it? Resto mod drag car. Yeah, something like that. But like I said, the Trans Am doesn't really need to be in the shop. I can drive it in and out when I want to. The truck is just about done, so that leaves the shop open for the Nova to go in the shop. And for me to cut in the back end out of it. Basically, got to bring it in. Huh? Do what?
So the project that I've been excited for to hit the shop.
I've been waiting too, but just everything else has come first. Let's see, cutting the rear quarters off of it, cutting the wheel tubs out of it. Obviously, the whole front subframe is coming off of it. The whole bottom end of it's getting freaking cleaned. The whole car is getting redone as far as body work and restored. The main body of it. I'm looking at widening the rear fenders, tubbing it, and then we can actually start putting it slightly back together. I'd like to put a roll cage in it. But again, like I said, everything has to do with funds. I still got to source a powertrain for it. Like I said, if worst comes to worst, I'm going to drop a 6.0 in it. Whether it's an iron block or aluminum, I don't know. Iron block will probably be easier to find. And will hold more power anyway. Send it Steve, if you follow him. He says that I could probably end up finding a engine and trans and a wiring harness for around $700-800 if I would go the 6.0 route. Huh?
I said, oh, nice.
Yeah, so I mean, I got to talk to him some more to find out where to get one, or where he goes to go get his. Because he just picked up the 6.0 for the Bruce. Yeah, for the Bruce. If you haven't seen that episode.
No, I haven't watched in a little bit.
So he picked up a 6.0 for that car, and like I said, if worst comes to worst, I'll pick up a 6.0. I would much rather find a wrecked newer Camaro and steal the drivetrain out of that. But that's going to take a little bit more cash than the 6.0 would. So the end goal is the LSA, but to get it running and moving, and working as far as that is concerned, I will definitely source a 6.0 first, unless the LSA decides to land in my lap somehow. And you already know I have all the parts to put that car back together, considering I have 2 of them.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna mute my mic, turn my camera off, because I'm in the bathroom.
Okay.
In case the baby starts crying, and so you don't get demonetized from my flag.
So what all do we have going on in the chat today? Justin, I don't think I've had you in here before. If you want to give us a little bit about your channel here, and see if I can pull your channel up here. Oh, wrong mouse. Of course, it won't let me pull it up because of that. Oh, wow. Is that the resolution that I'm playing at? No, okay. No, well, let me click on that either. Alright, Justin ATV. Oh, damn, dude, I love your beard. So let's see. Toolbox tour. So it seems to be a lot of your popular uploads are your tool haul videos. No, I don't want to play it. I wanted to go to the playlist. Well, you're definitely bigger than me. 1.6 thousand followers. I don't even know if you're still in here. No, popular uploads. It's definitely tool hole reviews. So you're another tool channel, which is why I probably ended up following you through Rustbelt Mechanic. And I'm definitely jealous of that beard. Now, I'll have to check out your channel. Oh, that's nice. 6x6. Or it's just a... Alright, I'll give you a subscription. Wonder if you're still in the chat. Let's go through the car news and see if we can find something interesting to talk about. Like I said earlier in the video, there was a interesting bit of subject that I saw involving the the president of the automotive car union, and he went on a leave of absence, a paid leave of absence, following an investigation into embezzling union funds or union dues. The UAW. Let's see if I can find that actual article that I saw. Yes, UAW President Gary Jones sidelined among embezzlement probe. Not sure if any of you guys saw or heard that. But as from what I read of the story, Two union members represented thousands are seeking a special convention to strip UAW leaders implicated in the federal corruption probe of their union membership, which is really, really horrible to think about, especially knowing that what they just went through with the CHEVY strike. Kind of wondered if these union leaders basically weren't fighting as hard for their union members as it appeared to be. But from what it seems like, they potentially embezzled, up to where was there was a total here somewhere. Sorry, I'm reading. $700,000 in union dues over a period of, I think it was only like a year or so. But yeah, I mean, with the union strike that they just went through, I wonder how many. I wonder, because the other thing that I was reading about was the CHEVY executive that was bragging about how well they came out of the new union contract between CHEVY and UAW. I'm wondering if that didn't play a part in how well CHEVY, got off. I mean, they closed a whole plant and they're allowing temporary workers to be hired instead of full paid union members. I belong to a union myself, and it doesn't seem like that would be something that my union would agree to. The whole point is to get more paid workers in there, not temps. Especially that many temps as they got awarded. They're bragging about how much that's going to save them, like $30 million over the next couple of years. I don't know. It just seems pretty down and dirty for the head of UAW. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. What all you think about this whole deal with the UAW and the big car companies. Are you for them? Are you against them? Do you think that they got screwed over, or do you think they got what they deserved? Is there anybody even in here still chatting? Well, if you're here, give me a shout out in the comments. Let me know if you guys are still in here watching. Maybe just be a bunch of me that is in here. You guys have any topics you guys want to chit chat about, or do you want me to find another topic? I keep saying you guys make the live stream, and it's quite true. Need your guys' comments and support to help move this stream along. See if I can find some new automotive news. Auto market could shrink by 8% this year. Nissan slides a fourth time. Slides a fourth time in five. It doesn't sound good for automotive. McKinsey study finds growth opportunities in franchised auto. Fiat Chrysler and Peugeot owner announced $48 billion merger. No, that's 1 month ago. Let's see. Let's put these in order as far as sort by date. There we go. Subaru Ascent headed to Philippines, but with a different name. Oil edges down, eyes on data among trade deal of hopes. Baton Rouge auto theft suspects lead deputies on a 17-mile chase. Welcome back, Chevy.
Oh, Nick.
U.S. may not need to impose auto tariffs this month. U.S. Trade Secretary says hope is to avoid new auto. A lot of talk about these auto tariffs. Hello.
Hello.
Do you believe I hear a Mrs. Chevy?
Yeah, she's playing with the baby.
I can tell. GM makes engine donation to BHS Auto Tech program. Oh, there's a new. What's the new comment? Grimm's Auto Service, welcome aboard.
Yeah, the YouTube chat is really slow because I don't see any of that.
Well, the chat well, you can see it up on the screen.
It's buffing on my screen.
Oh, it's buffering? Oh, yeah, it's buffering. I see it.
Yeah, it's like completely froze.
I can't help that. Like I said, this is all has to do with my computer.
No, I was just letting you know.
I don't think I can do anything about it right now. Yeah, it won't let me
We're
do.
looking into Warnersville, right across from Family Dollar.
What? You're moving there?
Yeah, hopefully.
Chevy, you're gonna get robbed next week.
I ain't got nothing worth anything.
Your Swiss cheese Honda?
But yeah, I do. I got my rims.
Oh my God, no! Grimm's Auto Service says that he's adding trim to his windows at his home. Is it done buffering up there now? There we go. Let's try it now.
Alright, I'm back in, but it's still not doing anything.
Yeah, I don't know. It's moving, but it's like literally only doing like 1 or 2 frames in a second.
Yeah, I was gonna say the frames are real low.
The thing is I don't understand what is running that it's doing that. By the time we get back here, there ain't gonna be anybody left.